facts on the lesson. Live in the hills, but it still get spread. Started with a live, but it still reinvested. Fear how I feel, then you feel like a blessing. I just want the lesson, I just want protection. I'm up and I'm down, but they sound like progression. Farmer never plans if he waits for perfection. Fingers to the down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a wonderful weekend, and I hope you are ready for what the market has in store this week. The event is finally here. We have a very, very big piece of economic data, and it's not the CPI. So, you got the CPI on Friday. This one is long awaited. There will probably be a lot of volatility, but there is something coming out on Tuesday that I think is going to be more important. So, we're going to go over that. I got a little bit of a mini lesson and breakdown. Then we're going to talk about what happened this week. But believe it or not, over the weekend, there was a lot of different headlines, energy down to trade, and it is going to have an impact here as we kind of get into a slower week, more or less. Pretty much CPI doesn't come out till Friday. Everybody's responding to the week we had last week. We're going to see what happens with Asia and then the commodities and oil. But then pretty much by the end of the week, we're going to get a lot of volatility. So drop your thumbs up on the video. Make sure you're subscribed. And if you don't know, we are live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. YouTube.com. First link down there. And like the video. I'm not going to talk until you guys like the video. I love you. God bless you. And you see this today, this outfit, I was inspired because y'all like the polo ones, but I was like, I don't know if y'all realize, man, I think I've had these since middle school. Like, I got the bleach stain wardrobe. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like everybody has their own, like, bleach stain, like, thing. You could wear it during, like, work around the house. Anyway, and you know what I'm saying. But don't forget about the random play generator, okay? I need your help on this. Please post the random play, but please get time. The last couple of weeks here, a lot of people have been selected on the weeklies. It hasn't worked, but this is the random play generator. Post a random option trade, strike price, expiration, all that. If you win, you're going to get $100. So, KMI guy, I have the name on there. I'm going to get you paid if we close out positive this week, so let's get it. But let's get right into it. What do we have to expect this week? Before I get into some of the key events, let's start with what happened over the weekend. I'll tell you right now, oil is going to be key. I made a video yesterday. Check it out. I have my theory of when I'm going to go short on oil, but yesterday, or even in the last like 8 to 12 hours here, we learned that Saudi Arabia is raising the price of crude oil to Asia. They've kept it the same price to the United States. They kind of have their own little fixing going on there, but that came out. We'll watch how it affects it. I believe oil futures are already up, but that was the first part. And then there was talk saying that we may actually start accepting Iran oil without a nuclear deal. So remember a couple months ago when oil started climbing, everybody would bring up the Iran deal and they're saying, yeah, that's a big deal. That's going to bring oil down. Well, they're now talking about getting the oil, no Iran deal, and then that should make things easier. But those two things right there, they're going to affect oil a lot. Diesel prices kept surging over the weekend. And like the national average of gas prices keeps going crazy. But right off the bat, especially as it pertains to Asia and then us, oil is going to be a big key, probably until we get any of the CPI data. But there was that, and then there was also news over the weekend here that the United States may consider lifting China tariffs to fight inflation. It was Raimundo, the trade secretary. She was saying how they would be down with that, and that could be a potential plan to fight off inflation here for the administration. They said they would keep it on steel and aluminum, but try to reduce it on everywhere else. But all of this news right here, oil and trade, we are definitely going to hear about it, or at the very least, this will probably be the big driver leading into some of the data releases. And then you're going to have Amazon completing the split. Tomorrow morning, Amazon is going to be at about 122 a share. So good luck if you want to buy it. We'll see the reaction. That should be good. Now, for the rest of the week, what should we be expecting? CPI is going to be on Friday. Again, there's a lot of estimates. As we get closer to it, I'll start sharing with you guys what analysts are saying and all of that. The big thing to take away from it right now is simply people are expecting the number to come down, meaning it won't set a peak. The way I'm looking at it, it probably won't be too big of a deal unless we set a new high above 8.5% year over year, or if there's anything with wages and even consumer expectations, if that gets out of hand and provides some of that wage price spiral spiral that we saw last week where they said, no, the data didn't show that, then that could pretty much upset things. But now let's talk about the Tuesday release. What is coming out on Tuesday? It is the United States trade balance. So here it is. Here are the expectations. It is actually expected to bounce up, but you'll notice this chart is going straight down. Now, I brought this up a couple of months ago, and I'll tell you right now, I believe this is one of the biggest leading indicators. Literally, if this comes in very bad and the market doesn't respond, and depending on what happens with the CPI, I wouldn't be surprised anywhere from a couple weeks to a couple months. I think the market is going to trail this chart. And why do I say that? Because this thing started going down and hitting new all-time lows before any drama happened. So here's the multi-year chart, and you can see we actually hit a new low on the trade balance, meaning we are running a larger than normal or ever trade deficit. And that started in September. And then month after month after month, it kept hitting a lows. And by the time we were in January, it was already low, but the market started catching up to it. But this is something I would keep my eyes on. This is just basic econ 101. If your deficit is running larger, pretty much if you are spending or you're buying more than you're selling, eventually that will require a balance of payments adjusted, BOP. So you could go look this one up, but it's quite simple. If this number keeps going lower and hitting a new low, I think this will probably be one of the bigger macro data warning signs, but it has often been ignored because it is so slow, meaning you'll see the signal 3 to 6 months ahead of time, and it's very hard to find something actionable on that. So watch out for that. That's happening this week. I think that's probably going to be the most important thing, and then pretty much we're going to see what the market does and how we trade within the ranges. So the ranges could be a little bit important, but I think as we start getting this week going, we'll really find out is, hey, is there going to be volatility overseas, Asia, Europe as well, the ECB, they're going to be getting ready for their first rate hike, and you're actually getting a lot of the CPI data from other countries. So we're going to see how it is, but I think it's going to start off pretty slow. We'll see how the trade and oil news goes, and then towards the end of the week, once we start getting data, then I think things will be picking up, and then we're really going to see how people feel coming into the summer rally. So coming into the plays now, I got it very, very simple. I think there's actually going to be quite a bit, and I'm pretty excited about them. First set of plays, I'd look at On Semiconductor, ON, Dr. Pepper, Keurig, and then VICI, that is a REIT. Shout out Mac, he brought that up on that REIT video there. But the thing about this, they just got added to the S&P 500. Under Armour and somebody else got removed. So new S&P additions, if the market's feeling good, I think these could be some runners, or at the very least, they're going to get some demand. So I would definitely be watching out for those. That's going to be the first set of plays. Then the second set, or the second play, Gilead. They actually had a cancer drug, breast cancer. And I don't know if you guys remember in the last year, breast cancer drugs have been hot. People have been going after them. There's been a lot of money getting thrown at them. And GILD, they came out over the weekend. They said they had one drug that led to like a 1 month and a half of reducing symptoms or the onset of it. So that was very good. We'll see how the market takes it. I'm going to do some research here coming into the morning, but that one actually may be very, very hot. So keep your eyes on Gilead. And then finally, this one's simple, baby. Amazon. I'm ready for this one. I want to see the reaction. Like I said, it's going to be opening at $1.22 a share. A lot of people have been waiting. We'll see how the options adjust, but post Amazon, this one might get a little bit active. So we'll see how it is, but I think that one could be a good one. As far as everything else, didn't make any other plays, but I am still holding that Costco and Pinduoduo. And if there's one more thing I'm going to be watching this week, probably bank stocks. Just don't forget how they did last week. That one may end up being good, but that's going to be it for the most part. I'm sure by the time we get into the CPI, even the trade data, we're going to see where things are. It might be another calm, slow week, but we're going to see how it plays out little by little. But I'm sure by the end of this week, it will be crazy with all the data. So I hope you're ready. But that is your watch list, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure hydrate, healthy, ready to go. Make sure post your watch list. Make sure we see you there in the morning. I need the armor on. I need the helmet shining. And I need to remind you one more time, who you can become is way, way more important than anything right now. So just focus on the potential. It's beautiful. Get ready for another week, a full one. And we're going to be in the game, chat. I love you. God bless you. Get some rest. Come up in the morning with some excitement. And get ready, baby. We about to play again. I love you. Goodbye. I don't know. I haven't been weird lately. I'm excited. It's good. It's good. God bless the call, baby. Amen. Amen.